Hi, everybody. It's Jane again from Trio Student Support Services and back with the fourth installment of Trio Bites. So today we're going to talk about scanning. Now, scanning, like skimming, is another type of quick reading. However, the purpose is different. So when you scan, your purpose is to look for very specific information. You're looking for keywords, you're looking for dates, names, places, information of that nature. So again, how do you do this? Your eyes are going to move very quickly over the text. You're not reading every word. You are just sort of laser focused. So if you were, for example, scanning for information to help you answer discussion questions, I would start by carefully reading that discussion question, identifying some key terms or a name or a date, and then I would scan for that particular language. That is not always 100% foolproof, because sometimes that question could be asking you to draw conclusions from the text. So you're not necessarily going to find a point in the text that you can point to and say, aha, here's the answer. But most of the time, this will work. If you're looking for dates, of course, you'd like to scan for numbers. And numbers, you're going to just let your eyes again move very quickly over the page, and the numbers should sort of jump out. Or you might be scanning for capital letters to identify, for example, particular months of the year. If you're scanning for names of people or places, you again are going to scan for capital letters, and you're letting your knowledge of English grammar guide you because you know that these are proper nouns. So therefore, names and places should begin with capital letters no matter where they are in the sentence, right? If you are evaluating a book or an article to use in research for a book, you want to flip to the very back of the book, and hopefully in an academic or nonfiction book, there should be an index, which will list topics and names of people and events alphabetically with the corresponding page numbers. If you are reviewing an article, perhaps for research, you want to scan the abstract, first looking for keywords. And hopefully, if you've done a search, those keywords are already definitely part of the abstract, or it wouldn't have shown you the particular article. But then you want to take your time, slow down, and read that abstract carefully. That is a summary of the main scope of the academic article and the research findings as well as methodology. So all that information should be laid out for you. Okay. You can also use scanning as a strategy when you quickly want to locate supporting detail, for example, within a paragraph. So you might be attuned to looking for listing words like first, second, third, next, additionally, finally. Within a paragraph, those transitional terms could also appear in the topic sentences. Or you might look for phrases like, for example, for instance, another example. If you're looking to quickly find the conclusions in a paragraph, you're going to kind of be looking towards the bottom, but you would again scan for transitional phrases like therefore, as a result, consequently, in conclusion, in short, to sum up. Now, this next piece is really important, so pay attention here. Why should I skim and scan? How can this help me? As we mentioned, the skimming, that previewing or surveying a text, particularly before you go to class, is key. It will ground you in the main ideas of the text and the key takeaways, in addition to the structure. It will familiarize you with the key vocabulary, before the lecture. So this can actually sharpen your focus in class and your listening, right? So for example, when your instructor is using academic jargon, in class, you're taking notes. If you've never heard a term before, it might sound like humana, humana, humana. But because you skimmed your text and previewed that key vocabulary in your psychology class, you can hear instead very clearly Gestalt theory. And chances are you know how to spell it because you looked up that key term. Okay. This can also help you to consider questions that reading triggered in you as you skimmed that you hope to have answered in class. So again, this is going to sharpen your focus as you're attending class, and it can also help you prepare to read that text more carefully. And it will improve retention by building in repetition of important information. Now, finally, this is key. It can really impact your time management. So it can help you estimate how much time you'll need to read that text carefully and which areas will require the most attention. It can help you assess the overall difficulty, right? So if you're one of those readers that tends to procrastinate, you don't crack the book until right before you're starting to study for a test, start using these strategies to help you preview text, because it's a low stakes way to get your feet wet. You can get in and you can say, I can spend 20 minutes skimming and just get a sense. Now, second corollary to that is it can really help you if you've previewed the text before class. You're like, this is hard. I don't have any background knowledge. This is very dense and difficultly written. It's got a lot of vocabulary I don't know. Make an appointment to see your instructor in office hours, or make an appointment with your TRIO specialist to get in, or your LARC tutor to get help breaking down this difficult text. So these strategies will actually help you stay on top of your course load here at Sonoma State. Okay, see you in the next episode. Thanks for coming by.